Here we go. We got some new news right now when it comes to the tropics. There's a new storm that's just been named within the last few minutes. To tell us about that, we got meteorologist Taylor Stephenson in. She just came in, walked in to tell us what's going on. Taylor, what's the name and where is she?
Okay, so we've been talking about Invest 98L for the past couple of days. And with this system, I was like, okay, it has the winds. It's producing thunderstorms. The Hurricane Center was just waiting for that area of a closed low to develop, and it did. And so this morning, as of 11 a.m., literally in the past 10 minutes, this just became a named storm. This is Tropical Storm Melissa. You can see that Melissa is churning just between the island of Hispaniola, which includes Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and then north of Colombia and Venezuela. So you can see right there, it's producing a lot more thunderstorms on its right side or the eastern side of the system. But we'll see this system look like it's going to just sit over the Caribbean for a few days. This takes us all the way through the weekend, and the Hurricane Center, as you see, a lot of uncertainty with this cone because it's such a big bubble. The bigger the bubble, the more uncertainty it is on which way it kind of goes. But the Hurricane Center says for the next 3 to 5 days, Melissa may only move north just south of Jamaica and Haiti. That's how slow this system will move. And so this takes us to hurricane strength by the time we get into the weekend, with the wind sustained of potentially up to 75 miles an hour, getting stronger as it takes that very slow jog to the north. But this is just indicative of us having hurricane season still here in the midst of October. And we see tropical activity usually start to slow down. Good news for us here in the U.S. While we are tracking Melissa this morning, the potential of Melissa making any impacts here in the United States, very slim to none at this point. We will see the opportunity, for maybe some flooding there in Haiti, Dominican Republic, possibly Jamaica, as it makes that slow turn to the north. But with the cold fronts we've been seeing and continuing to see through the course of October, and we're forecast to see on a regular basis, that will kind of act like a wall between us and tropical systems. So even if Melissa tries to make a run towards the north through the Caribbean, the potential of another trough, which is an upper level low pressure system, or what translates down to the surface as a cold front, will start to push out to sea. So good news there as we continue with the potential of seeing Melissa maybe making that turn to the north. But again, that is our newest named storm of the 2025 hurricane season.
I got one quick question for
sir.
you, Taylor. Just you mentioned how it's not expected to move very far from where it is. Just breaking that down for me. So if not expected to travel far, but wind speed, can you, that's something that always gets me. The winds can be moving pretty fast, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily going to move anywhere as a storm, correct?
Right. So the movement itself of the actual center of low pressure is completely different from the sustained winds it's producing, right? So the movement right now, west at 14 miles an hour, but it's going to significantly slow down. Doesn't mean that the winds it produces from the thunderstorms within that system will slow down. It actually will start to pick up, and especially on the dirty side of the storm, which is going to be that right side of the storm, that's where you're going to see the gustiest wind. So you add the movement of the storm plus the actual sustained winds of the thunderstorms it's producing, or the winds it's producing from that center of low pressure, and you add that together, and that's why the right side of the storm is the most dangerous side, or the eastern side. We call it the dirty side. So yeah, the movement will slow down, but because it's over the extremely warm waters of the Caribbean Sea, it should actually start to pick up and become a hurricane by the weekend.
All right, Taylor, thank you. And thanks for your hustle and coming in and telling us about that. If you do have any plans to travel here in the next few days, I imagine, to Jamaica or that area, then that's something you'll want to keep on your radar for sure.
Yes,
Taylor,
sir.
we appreciate you. We know we're going to talk more about that in the coming days.